A lot of times, if I have a problem with somebody and the problem is eight, nine, $10,000, even if I've done nothing wrong, I'll give it to them. Just get away. Attorneys cost more money than that anyway.
Yeah, that reminds me of the mortgage you said you paid in Las Vegas, and you paid it in advance for a year.
Yes.
And then they said you didn't pay.
Yes.
Tell what happened there.
Well, that was a very reputable attorney who was selling his a house, and I purchased the house, and he required me to put certain down payments. There had 3 loans on it. One, the loan the money belonged to him. I had to make a payment. There were 2 other house payments. So the first on the note, second on the house, and the third loan on the house. And it described interest rates for all 3 loans were different, mortgage payments, and decreasing the principal balance owed. So this went on for 2-3 years. I made all those payments. And somehow a son of a very reputable senator was interested in buying that house. So the reputable attorney and the son of a very reputable senator, there was a lawsuit, and the lawsuit was heard by a judge. And it was a very simple lawsuit that the judge should have given us the decision within a week. It took 8 months to do a decision.
Oh, yeah.
And that agreement said buyer, seller, 20 times. But the judge ruled it as it was only a lease and gave the house back to the reputable attorney. And I lost close to $600,000-$700,000 in that whole deal. I still have that agreement. It says buyer, seller, 20 times.
Yeah, sometimes politics plays into it.
Oh, of course. Of course. But I'm glad it happened to me because I learned a lot of things about real estate, about laws, about attorneys, about politics, about judges, how the law works. Although the case went against me, but I learned so many things about the real estate business from that case that it helped me make much more money in the future than I ever had. So losing that $600,000-$700,000 was a very, very sad moment in my life, but it was one of the most,
But I've never seen any incident in all the years I've known you where one particular issue crushes you. No,
can't. Because when you grow up in a war where you can get killed, you might never see your parents again. You're running, you don't know where you're. I didn't even have time to think about food. I'm just happy to wake up every morning. The last thing I want to do is have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Like I had people tell me, you better eat. So when you have that kind of upbringing, you can't let little things bother you because a lot of little things happen to you every day, every moment. So what's the big deal?
Do you think that you got a lot of that from your dad?
Oh, yeah. My father was an amazing man. Even him, born in Zanzibar, going through the revolution.
Protecting his family.
Yeah, protect the family, moving the family to Dar es Salaam.
Right.
He sent my brother to New York. He sent my sister to, I think, London and New York for education. He sent me to Pakistan, then to New York. So he was always trying to make sure his kids do better than him. He's always on the go. He never wasted a moment. He was always working or doing something to help his whole family, his siblings, his parents. My father was an amazing man. He brought his father and mom all the way to the United States, and they passed away in his house.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And my West Covina house?
Yes.
Yeah. Before that, I had a house in St. Gabriel.
Right.
My grandfather passed away in St. Gabriel. In St. Gabriel, and my grandmother over there too, or right before we moved to the West Covina house. And it was very important. And I remember everybody was worried, or my father's siblings were worried because my father hardly spoke English. They said, you're going to America, how are you going to make money? How are you going to work? You've always been in business. How are you going to get a job? What are you going to do? They even encourage him not to leave Africa, But his mind was set up. I'm going there so my kids can have a better future. And he came and he did the same thing in America as he did in Africa. Wheeler, dealer, made business deals, make money in business with his broken English. but he would be up at 4 or 5 o'clock and start hitting the payment at 6 o'clock
Sounds
every morning.
Sounds a little bit like you.
Yes. I'm very much like him, but he was about 1 million times better than me when it comes to making deals. He was really a businessman diplomat.